Very good afternoon, team out there. Hope everyone's doing well. Friday afternoon, it's truly an honor and a lot of excitement for us to be part of Avatar, the Power of I conference, centered around the theme of being connected, which is so critical to the success of any organization. So thanks for having me here. And I also want to thank my lovely audience today for being here, because I know it's Friday and all of you have professional and personal commitment. And in spite of that, you are here, you're committed, you are connected. So let's get started. Well, I would have loved to meet you all in person, see you, connect with you over a cup of tea or coffee. But since we are in a digital world today, let's get started. This is Slido.com, a typical tool that me and my colleagues here at Pega use to stay connected. So I thought, let me kind of start the conference by exposing ourselves to technology for us to stay connected. I would invite each one of you to log into Slido.com if you're on a laptop and punch in the code here. Or if you're on a mobile, just simply scan the QR code and you will get started. So let me give you guys a second or two. And if you're not able to join, please feel free to ping on the chat and we'll be happy to assist you. Awesome, we started seeing some responses already. Sense of belonging, bonding, space, relationships. Awesome. We already have 20 people that are connected to us. We can have more. Let's give it another 30 seconds. Looks like people are really getting warmed in terms of punching in their information. Freedom to express, oneness, networking, strength. Fantastic. Looks like everybody's kind of read through the agenda for today, which is really, really exciting. $42 and we're still counting. There's still 4 people typing here. Fantastic. So let's get started here with all the connections going in the right direction. So what is connectedness? Connection, as we all felt in the last 30 seconds, is that energy that exists between people when they can see something, when they can feel something, when they're heard, when they're valued and are not judged. And I think this quote from Brené Brown is a perfect way for us to get started and exemplifies the power of connectedness. Connection is not defined by the number of friendships or the likes or the social media connections, but it is the quality of relationships that we have that exist with us. We're all here in a very wired world, right? What's the need of staying connected? Why are we all talking about building connectedness right now, right? Well, there is a human need to be connected, right? We are all social beings and we definitely thrive when we have a connection. When people feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves, they begin to feel connected. Not only can individuals feel connected to one another, they also feel connected to their organization, their community, and start taking part in activities at work, at home, and society, which is more meaningful and purposeful. In a recent report that was published by the World Happiness 2021 Input, It was found that people who experienced an increase in their connectedness with others during the pandemic had a greater life satisfaction, were more resilient, and had a better support system which helped them overcome challenges more easily. We've all heard from our ancestors, from our parents, from our grandparents, an apple a day keeps a doctor away. I think the new mantra in the social connections and for us to build a strong immune system is to have strong social connections. And this not only helps us in our physical and mental well-being, but also increases the chances of our life by almost 50%. Digital transformation and how it's changing our work, our workforce and workplace. I think all of us have been experiencing the digital transformation. We at Pega as a company have done a really good job of being a low-code AI-powered decisioning and a workflow automation company that has actually enabled a lot of our industry leaders in these times of digital transformation and adapting to this change. A massive boom in the low-touch economy, from shipping to food delivery to retail, has enabled a lot of formats that minimize connectedness, right? And the explosion of virtual and augmented reality and technologies is creating far different experiences. My 19-year-old tells me that she started doing gymming at home, looking at the television and the exercises that come through, virtual travel to South Africa, and a lot of entertainment that is really catching up with respect to the gamification and the OTT world. In our rapidly changing business landscape and our ability to enable our business, we definitely need a refresh in terms of our current operating models, technology investments, team building capabilities, which will not only enable us, but will have to make us learn and unlearn, right? And hence, we're all kind of in the yin yang, as you can see here. While connecting, has through digitalization and the internet has given our employees the flexibility to not take up long transportation commutes, build on high employee engagement because it gives them the ability to manage their work and their professional lives much better, helps us save on the real estate operating costs and other capex. It gives us time to take care of our loved ones and take care of our physical and mental well-being. It helps us in terms of tapping into really diverse talent pools and makes us, move around places. I mean, I don't have to worry if I'm logging in from Lake Chilka or from Jaipur if I have to attend a family wedding a night before my big presentation. But let's accept it. Everything is not perfect, right? And with the challenges that we are seeing through this transformation, we are seeing that the global pandemic is definitely amplifying the need for connectedness. We at Pega embrace inclusion every day, whether you're someone you know who has been coping up with a personal challenge at home, taking care of their aged parents, sick children, family members, or working from home for any other reason that really energizes them. But we definitely see that the remote working, as you can imagine from this picture, is not very unsurprising, that the virtual meetings, the lack of virtual, the physical connection, separation from work and home boundaries, and our in-person connects are definitely getting blurred. In a recent study that I really found appropriate for this discussion today from the World Economic Forum, talks about some trends in the technology-enabled world when it comes to teamwork and collaboration and communication. Loneliness, which is the opposite of connectedness, stands pretty high at 20% for most of the workforce. Not being able to unplug, as you can beautifully see in this picture, has definitely taken a toll on the mental and the physical well-being of our employees. This added with different time zone workings, ability to find a reliable Wi-Fi connection, has definitely challenged us in terms of putting the right inputs together as we lead with empathy and flexibility. So friends, why are we so passionate about connectedness today? Well, there is a need, and we need to create intentional connectedness to build great employee experiences. As an organization, our biggest assets are our people. And what brings people together is organizational culture. I also feel that culture can be defined in very three terms. It tells us our identity. Why are we working with an organization? Or what is the purpose of being working with an organization? It talks about our work. What are we really doing on the job? Is it really adding value to the bigger picture? And most importantly, how our colleagues and people that we work with, whether it is our peers, whether it's team members, whether it is our leaders, our managers, how are they behaving in a certain situation? At Pega, we recognize that employees are dealing with unique situations in these times when they're trying to balance their work and their personal lives. And this means flexing empathy and flexibility in what we do and how we do. This session today and the following sessions will be talking about leading with active listening, which I feel is so critical as you look at the role of an immediate manager in terms of building connectedness. It is so critical for our managers to be self-aware and spend more time listening, spend more time in their regular one-on-ones and conversations and small deal huddles where you can when you can open up new discussions, allows assumptions, and most importantly, challenge them and share quality of research and insights and not work between one task and the other. Collaborating with empathy and flexibility is both the job of an employee and a manager. So making time for connections is so critical. Reaching out to our new hires to onboard and enable them is really, really important when most of them have joined an organization where they haven't entered an office space or have experienced values, connectedness over a coffee chat or people sitting next to them. Recognizing our peers and making sure we spend time with them has become the need of the hour. And building trust by respecting and adapting to others' needs makes us really connected. So I think I'm almost on the hour, but if I were to kind of summarize, I think we are in a socially distant world, but we need to stay connected. So thank you, audience, for being connected, and I hope you have a great session ahead.